Animals often seek us in the most desperate of all their time, and drama follows when humans decide to react to that call. Hang on to see what these people did when they encountered some poor animals who needed their help. Stranded baby shark. A group of surfers spotted a baby shark trapped on the rugged shore. It happened to be on the coast of South Africa, where the shark was stranded for more than an hour. Not wasting a moment and acting immediately, the group began the efforts to retrieve the shark. But nothing seemed to be helping, as it kept washing up due to the rocky shore. So, initiating a better plan, they brought the shark to plain waters and sent it back into the ocean. Dolphin calf rescued. A group of beachgoers noticed a dolphin calf stranded on the beach. The dolphin was swimming in shallow water when a high tide brought it to the shore. It was when the frightened calf began flapping its wings, the beachgoers attempted to send it back. But the strong waves continuously brought it to the shore. So, not waiting for the rescue team, a man fearlessly grabbed the distressed calf and tossed it into the ocean, who, after struggling for a bit, eventually swam back. Shark rescue. It was after the remains of a whale washed up on the coast, a shark was spotted floating near it. What looked like a nice and easy meal to the shark turned out to be a struggle for life when it became stranded on the beach. Making failed attempts when the shark lost its hope, 2 men came to rescue it. One of them dragged the shark from its tail to help it. When it didn't work, he put his life at risk once again and dragged it a little far this time, which luckily worked, as wagging in the water, it assured him of its safety. Trapped tiger shark. Another day, another stranding. This time, it was a tiger shark that washed up on the beach. Considering its massive size, no one was willing to go near it except for these guys, who deliberately put their life in danger and approached the shark. Trying different methods but failing in each of them, they did not stop and tried once again, only this time they pushed the animal towards the sea. It worked, and the shark was saved at last. Humpback whale washed ashore. A typical day on the beach was turned into a tense rescue mission when a massive humpback whale washed ashore. The beachgoers contacted the marine authorities, who immediately came to rescue the stranded whale. But it turned out to be a difficult task, as the majestic calf was 8 meters long and weighed in tons. With no time to waste as the whale was showing no movements, the team decided to take assistance from beachgoers. They pushed the whale in the sea and held back while the high tides took it into depth. Sperm whale approached diver. Imagine being in the deep sea and a massive might be too small for this gigantic creature. Just imagine this majestic animal approaching you. It happened with this diver. While he was out in the waters, a sperm whale approached him with a fishing hook stuck in its jaws. The whale was in complete misery, therefore not even worried about its own safety. The man went close to the whale and unhooked its jaws. Watch how the whale remains immobile during the whole rescue, as if it already knew the guy would save it. Dehydrated octopus. A little girl was visiting the beach with her family when she stumbled upon a giant Pacific octopus. She immediately contacted the marine authorities and kept pouring water on it until they arrived. Giant octopuses inhabit the deep seas and rarely come towards the beach, as they cannot survive more than 30 minutes without water. They breathe through their gills, which need constant interaction with water. Therefore, quickly acting upon the call, they reached the beach and cautiously sent it back to the ocean. Dolphin on boat. Observing the sea and a pair of dolphins playing in it, the tourists were shocked when one of the dolphins jumped right into the boat. Regretting its jump instantly, the dolphin began thrashing its tail against the boat's floor in distress. With the chances of the animal hurting itself, the rescuers rushed to save the animal. At first trying to calm it down, the team then lifted the dolphin and hurled it back into the sea. The researchers, concerned for its safety, were relieved when it safely returned to the depths. Rescuing orcas. A pod consisting of 7 killer whales was seen stranded on the coast of La Caleta in Argentina. The orcas were stranded for several hours before the beachgoers spotted them and contacted the marine authorities. They believed the orcas were probably lost in the shallows, and due to the lower currents, they couldn't return. Observing the condition of orcas, the rescuers, along with the beachgoers, tried to hydrate the stranded animals. They poured water over them before safely taking them to the sea. Although they were successful in rescuing 6 of them, it was too late to save the last one, and it perished on the beach. Bear seeks help. Spotting a bear hanging to his boat's edge and thinking that he is under attack, the man was shocked to know that the bears were actually seeking help. He was boating in a Russian lake when 2 bear cubs reached him. They were shivering because of the freezing cold water. But with no other means to rescue them, he used a fishing net to help them come over the boat. Giving them a ride towards the edge, he eventually saved the cubs from drowning. Trapped in fishing net. This incredible rescue involves 2 whale sharks that were trapped inside a fishing net. The sharks were trapped for a long time before the divers spotted them in the sea. Crowding around them and observing the massive creatures closely, one of the divers then opened the trapped sharks. While many blame the incident on fishermen, experts believe it was the sharks who approached the fishing net in search of a meal, as they are often seen stealing fishermen's catch. Whale rescue. Over 200 people gathered around this huge fish are actually trying to save it. This incredible rescue was carried out on a Brazilian beach where an enormous 30-ton whale washed. It was a juvenile whale that came into the shallows with its mother but somehow got stranded on the beach. It took more than 28 hours for the people to rescue it. The whale was trapped a little far from the shoreline, and even with hundreds of people trying to shove it, they could barely move it. At last, they had to use motorboats to drag it into deep waters. Guy carries fish. No dramatic tries and no dragging the shark from its tail. The guy simply held the fish in his hands and gently released it back into the ocean. The guy was fishing in the coastal area when he stumbled upon this guitar fish that was struggling for life and saved it from a miserable end. Although the rescue did not involve lots of people, the way he effortlessly moved the abandoned fish from land to water was what shook the people. Abandoned killer whale. Neither tricking its prey nor hunting, but this time the orca got stranded on the beach for real. It was actually a young orca that beached itself for unknown reason. The orca was 2.5 meters in length, and it had slight bruises over its skin, indicating a recent predatory attack. It was entirely on the mercy of people, so they decided to go near the ferocious jaws and began the operation, which took more time than they expected because with its body almost completely dehydrated, it was showing zero movement in the beginning. But as they pulled it in depth, the killer whale's baby eventually moved its tail and safely retreated in the sea. Baby whale rescue. The baby whale was swimming with its mother on the shallows when it got stuck in the sandy shore. It happened on a Russian coast, where the mother, although kept hovering around the shoreline, could not do anything to rescue its calf. It was after some time the rescue workers arrived and pulled it back into the waters using ropes. Where this one was saved, there had been many recent stranding where the whales end up on the beach due to unknown reasons. Giant sea turtle. Okay, I know this might look like an easy task to you guys, but it actually took the guy 30 minutes to break the branches. The turtle was badly trapped in the tree branches, although one of his flippers, which had a thick twig wrapped around it, not waiting for the rescuers because of the aggravating condition of the sea turtle, he cut down all of them as quickly as possible and saved the poor crawler from its misery. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.